Good morning all. So we're still following along on our series of house hunting videos. Excuse the voice, we're just getting over the flu, both of us, which has not been good over Christmas and New Year. I think last time I spoke and did an update on this part of the video, I think it was probably beginning of December 2024, and I was talking about we'd kind of visited a house that we've been outbid on, and we're also in an auction for another one. Well, we're now second week in January 25, and the auction for the one that we're interested in has still been extended further until the back end of next week. So we're still hopeful. It's been delayed. There's no problems with it as such. It's just the solicitors are taking their time for getting the legal pack together. So we are still hopeful that we're going to be in for a chance. Now there has been a couple of bids on it already, but they haven't even met the minimum kind of bid yet. So we're still quite hopeful on that one. So we've still got that one in the pipeline that we really like. And secondly, we're coinciding this with a trip which will be a separate video, so excuse me if I'm doubling up. There's two houses that we're going to view this week, and they're in the same sort of area, not as the other house, but these two houses are in the similar area together. And when we spoke to the estate agent, because it's the same estate agent on both of them, one viewing is on a Thursday and one is on a Thursday and one is on a Friday. So we wanted to explore this area anyway with Vera. So what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of film from a house hunting perspective, which we'll share on this video, but also it's going to be a kind of 3-day trip for us in the van. And we'll share that with you separately. But I just wanted to give a quick update, and it's probably a little bit boring that you just keep seeing these talking head updates, but we should have some more footage that we can add to this anyway in the next couple of days. So looking forward to that. But obviously January 2025, we are really keen to get our own property as soon as possible, but we're not just going to rush into it. We need to find one that's right for us. We may have to compromise down the line a little bit, just purely because of our budget being quite low, but at the moment there's plenty out there, and there's plenty going on online that we're seeing. So again, I know I've said it before, but we are hopeful. I think I have to be positive really about it. It's quite stressful. Not living at my parents', that's not stressful. It's just we've always been used to our own space, and this is nothing against them whatsoever, but we just really want to kind of get our teeth into a project. Obviously I kind of want to get busy this year, want to get stuff done. As you know, I resigned from my job at the back end of last year, so I'm kind of keen to get some sort of routine and get my teeth stuck into something that I can really crack on with. I've mentioned before in previous videos, don't know what employment's going to look like for me. I will need some sort of income at some point. Privileged and lucky enough that, we've worked hard for it. Don't need to worry about that immediately. But I guess our main priority is to search for houses whilst still living. You know, we don't want to be hermits while we're doing that. But then it comes back to how much money we're spending. So whilst we're house hunting, we're also looking at kind of being frugal, cutting down our spends, but still going out in Vera, and going on some day trips and some overnights and stuff like that. So bear with us, and hopefully we'll have an update soon for you, because we want one as much as you do, trust me. Morning all. So I spoke to you yesterday, said we've got a couple of little houses that we're going to go and look at. We are just grabbing a Costa as we usually do, and then we are heading off. It's almost 3 hours away from where we are, and I know I always say it's about 3 hours away because that's where the last properties were, but this is in a different area, these two. Like I said, one's on one day and one's on the next day, so we just thought best to coincide it with a couple of days out on the road. Test Vera out, give her a run. Really excited because we've got a nice little day trip that we're doing one day, and then the next day the park up looks amazing, and I'll share that with you on a separate video. But for now, for the purpose of this video, we're heading off to Norfolk Way to see two houses. Morning all. So we had our park up last night, as you would have seen in one of our other videos, but primarily this one is the house hunting series. Now we're going to look at a place this morning. We parked up the night before near where we are. Beautiful place, look, right by the beach. Even though it's freezing, the sky's clear today, nice and sunny, and we had a good night's sleep, and we haven't got far to travel now to go and look at the first property on the list, which we'll share with you as and when we can. Obviously as part of this series, but yeah, we're still just ticking little places off the list. Nice and sunny, and we're going to view a property. So today is a good day. Still waiting in the wings for the legal pack for the other one, as I've mentioned numerous times. It's getting a bit boring now, so we'll just update when we do have that. The property that we're looking at tomorrow, because we're looking at another one tomorrow as well, we've had all the legal pack and everything through, so that's pretty cool. But that is another auction, which is a couple of weeks after the first house that we want to go for. So we've got 3 in the pipeline for us at the moment, so fingers crossed that we'll be successful and either one of these 3 properties will come up, or we'll just have to move on and start looking for the next. But in the meantime, we're going to continue these little van trips, and we'll be sharing everything with you on this channel. So just waiting for the estate agent to show us around this first one we've come to. First impressions, lovely little village. It's on a green here like this, so quite rural. Not entirely sure about the size of the garden that we've seen so far already, but we'll have a proper look when we get in there. We might just not be able to see it all, but first impressions, it's quite nice.
It's got a nice feel about this one, but whether
Quite
we
rural,
can
which means it's really nice, which means it's probably going to end up being out of our budget, which is a shame. But you've got to be in it to win it.
in it to win it.
And as I've said, we've got another one we're looking at tomorrow, and we've already in the auction next week supposedly for the one without the legal pack, so
Fingers crossed.
we'll see.
Honey, put your phone down. I know you've been hurting. This spiral's a lonely road. Take my hand and listen. Maybe one day you'll cross paths, and you both got new perfumes, and the life you used to live left within that old apartment. Maybe nothing's said and done, and your chest is set on fire, but I promise you there's nothing but a cold heart lying.
Morning hustlers. So we have just looked at the second property, the one we looked at yesterday. You saw some of that footage, we really liked it. Potential of us putting ourselves in for the auction for that one, that's not till next month. We've driven over to another village in this sort of area, and we have just looked at this house, and I can say, Kel, what do you think?
No.
It's not really for us. It really,
Unless it's like £5,000, it's not for us.
yeah, it's
It needs so much
the photos. In the photos, you could see it needed some sort of renovation, quite an extensive renovation, which is what we're prepared for anyway. However, we've just literally been in, some of the windows are smashed, there's cracks, there's damp, there's possibly subsidence in there, there's mould, there's trees growing in the bathroom, which is a new one for me. So I can safely say that we've ruled that one out. So back to the drawing board a little bit, but we're still hopeful for the one that we've seen, the first one, which you keep hearing about, and that is supposedly going ahead on the auction next week. However, still no legal pack, which I think you're sensing a theme here, which you're right. It possibly gets extended again because they're not allowed, well, I don't know if you're not allowed legally, but the auction house that we're dealing with have said that they're not prepared to sell property without a legal pack. So update last time we spoke to them was they're just waiting on one search to come back now, and that is better than when we spoke to them last time. So we're just sitting and waiting, and all we can do in the meantime is to continue to look online, search. It's tough for us because we want to find somewhere, and the longer we take to find somewhere, then obviously the more money that we're using from our pot, and we want to get out in Vera and stuff like that as well. So we're trying to coincide visits at the same time as a little trip, but yeah, who knows. But watch this space. We'll continue to document this house hunting journey, but it is very stressful. We've bought and sold houses before, so we know it can be stressful from that point of view, but looking for a property to live mortgage free that needs renovation is just another added level of stress, in my opinion. But yeah, so all I can say is watch this space and stand by for more updates. Afternoon hustlers, just a bit of an update, and this is part of our house hunting series. So mega exciting news actually, and I'm probably getting on your nerves, keep saying about the first house we've seen is going to auction waiting for legal pack, because I'm getting on my own nerves. But update, the legal pack has miraculously come through. We've gone through that. Now the odd thing about auction, well, not odd thing, but something we've had to kind of keep in mind, is that we want to make sure that even though we've been on auction, some are sold as seen, but we obviously, it's all our life savings. We want to put money into it. We want to renovate a property, whatever one we find. So this one does need some renovation, and it's quite a decent sized plot as well. So what we've done is the auction is tomorrow. So the next bit of footage that you see, I'm hoping, is us placing a winning bid, but I mean, who knows. What we've had to do is engage. Once we've read through all the legal pack, there was a few questions we had, no big red flags or anything like that, but we wanted to get our conveyancer, I say our conveyancer like I'm some multi-millionaire, but it's a conveyancer that we trust and that we've used on our previous properties. So our conveyancer looked over it. We've had those questions answered now, and this has been rumbling along the last couple of days. So it's all like the auction is tomorrow, but all these questions and solicitor chats and phone calls and chatting with the auctioneers, this has all happened in the last few days. So we have been so kind of stressed out. We've just been trying to keep ourselves busy, and like, excuse the state of me. So basically today we've been washing cars, we've been sorting Vera, we've been also preparing a new mattress for the back of Vera as well that we needed to do for a while. So yeah, this is the first property that we've spoken about, the one that we do really like, and we're hopeful. There has been 5 bids already, however they are pretty low bids, and we're living in a land where we hope that these people are just trying to be cheeky and throw in a low bid. I think I mentioned that before. When it comes down to our bid, and with what I was trying to get to with the conveyancer, is that even if we don't win it, we've still kind of paid out for these searches and the conveyancer to look over it for us, purely because it is such a big risk that we're putting our life savings into it, like I say, and we don't want to purchase anything that later down the line they say, oh no, this is farmer's track right away, or this is part of a bridle way, or no, you don't own this part of the land, and that sort of stuff. So it's a bit of a kick, because regardless whether we win or not, we're still going to have to obviously pay that charge. But for peace of mind for us, and it is such a big decision, it's obviously a different area as well, a new house, like it's all new for us, considering what we've gone through in the last 12 months as well. So just wanted to give that brief update. So we've still got an auction on the back burner, which we spoke to you about as well a little while ago. However, this is our first house that we visited that we liked, that has just been rumbling along since last year. So that could be fate, that could be a good sign. However, yeah, very nervous now because we've got further along with this one than what we have at any others. We've kind of got our conveyancer to look over it. We're sitting watching the bids, and it ends at 12 p.m. tomorrow. So watch this space. I'm hoping we can share that with you, and I really hope that we have some good news tomorrow. We're going to share regardless. This is what this channel was about. We're going to be real. I'm not going to lie. We're probably going to be a little bit devastated. But, you know, we move and we'll just crack on, and we're trying to be as positive as we can. It is so hard, and I think I've said this before, so hard not to get your hopes up because, I mean, our hopes are through the roof. So we'll just see how we go, but we'll take you along for the journey. And like I say, next time I speak to you, I'm hoping that I'm going to be sitting there bidding on the property and hopeful for a successful bid. So keep everything crossed for us, guys. Cheers. 161, morning hustlers. So as I said yesterday, we are bidding this morning. We have 3 hours and 12 minutes left, so we will keep you updated. Fingers crossed. This is so nerve-wracking. So we placed our first bid that we've ever placed online auction, and for about 45 minutes we were the highest bidder, so our hopes were like whoop, and we were buzzing, but we're not stupid and we've just been outbid. So gonna leave it a little while, you know, we feel like we're professionals now, don't let them know what we're gonna do, and we're gonna bid again. So the bad news is we've been outbid. However, the good news is we're not near our limit yet, so we've got a little bit to play with, so we'll keep you in the loop. But this is nerve-wracking. This is nerve-wracking. Kel's next to me. She don't even want to listen to anything. This is really stressful, but yeah, we're going to keep you in the loop. But just fingers crossed. I seem really happy on the surface. I'm like the little swan or the duck, feet are going like that. I've hardly got any fingers left, guys. We are 3 minutes 45 seconds left and we are the highest bidder. I actually can't believe it, but I'm getting my hopes up, and we just get to the end of the auction and then someone bids a little bit more. So this is just so stressful. 3 minutes and we could be starting a whole new life. $55 seconds to go. This is madness. This was the first house that we saw, the first one that we liked. I know I'm getting excited. I've still got time for someone else to put in a bid, so bear with. This is nerve-wracking. We're still the highest bidder, Kel.
Makes me want to go to the toilet.
30 seconds to go. Let me refresh one more time. 20 seconds to go.
Just don't take that as gospel. Just wait for it to say it's finished.
10 seconds to go. No one else has put a bid in yet. We've won the house. Congratulations.
Just refreshing.
Oh my god. Congratulations, you were the highest bidder. Someone will be in touch.
I guessed it right, ma'am.
I don't believe it.
You did. Well done.
Thanks for watching, hustlers. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share for the rest of our journey. Who knows where we'll end up. See you next time.